All right, listen, right here. Ready for pooch, ready for surprise on side, okay? Don't cross it, but get it. All right, take it to the house on 3. 1, 2, 3. Take it to the house. Let's go.
Jump, shake, move, break. Can you feel the earthquake? Jump, shake, move, break. Let me hear the people say.
It's time for Friday Night Flights. Now, here's Sports Director Bruce Rader.
Hampton Roads is known around the country for its high school football, and in recent years that has been in part because of the success of Oscar Smith High School. Ranked number 10 in the nation this week, the Tigers haven't lost a district game in 7 years, a 57-game win streak, but tonight they would face their rivals from Western Branch. That's the game of the week on Friday Night Flights. Hi everybody, I'm Bruce Rader. Welcome to Friday Night Flights. After beating the defending state champions from Lake Taylor by 40 points to open the season, Oscar Smith looks very much like a championship team once again, but tonight they knew they would have their hands full with their unbeaten rivals from Western Branch. Game time at Oscar Smith, and the Tigers are ready to be let loose. The Bruins off a 43-point win a week ago. Now watch as Oscar Smith marches right down the field on their opening drive. First score, Deshaun McLeese barrels his way through, and the Tigers strike first. And how about the 14-year-old ninth grade quarterback, Sean Mitchell from Oscar Smith, playing like an upperclassman? The big target, Josh Sweat, is in the corner as Oscar Smith just keeps on rolling. But just like last year, Western Branch would give Oscar Smith a run for its money, a bad snap on a Tiger punt. Bruins in prime position, and Eugene Somerville would take advantage as he would go in for the touchdown and give the Friday Night fans a little smile. As expected, Western Branch played a heck of a game, but the Tigers, ranked number 10 in the nation, had the last laugh, winning their 58th straight conference victory, 27-14 over Western Branch. At Darling Stadium in Hampton tonight, unbeaten Woodside looking for its 4th win in a row against 2-1 Bethel. A battle between the Woodside offense and the Bethel defense, but tonight the roles were reversed. It was Bethel's D that held the Wolverines' wing T offense to only 1 touchdown. Bethel Evan Scott and Ricky Walter leading the way, holding Woodside to only 10 points as Bethel improves to 3-0 in the Peninsula District, handing Woodside its first loss of the season, 20-10. In Virginia Beach, Ocean Lakes looks like it's ready to take on Oscar Smith for the 6A South Region title tonight. Ocean Lakes taking on Green Run, and boy, Ocean Lakes can beat you in oh so many ways, from the air and the ground. Ocean Lakes in goal. Brandon Simmons here, cutting back, diving in for one of many touchdowns tonight after scoring 50 and 63 points in their first 2 games. Ocean Lakes with another big game on offense as Simmons will score again, but to win championships, you also need a stout defense, and with big Derek Noddy coming up with the sack on defense, the Dolphins pitch a shutout, improving to 4-0 with tonight's 49-0 shutout of Green Run High School. And joining us tonight on Friday Night Flights for the 2nd straight year, our very popular weekend anchor, Ann McNamara.
So nice of you, Bruce, to introduce me
Well,
that
it's
way.
true.
Well, it's fun to hang out with the sports team whenever you can, and we started our night in Virginia Beach at that Ocean Lakes game. They were playing Green Run, and the cheerleaders showed us a few of their favorite cheers. They got the crowd all worked up for those favorite wavy TV10 footballs. Everybody loves those. Ocean Lakes was winning big right from the beginning, as you saw tonight, so these cheerleaders, they could afford to take a little bit of a break. And while we were hanging out, I asked if any of the girls have a special talent they can show us. Here's what they came up with. Hey guys, I'm here with Chanel from Ocean Lakes, and she has a very special talent. Tell us what you're going to do.
I can say my ABCs backwards.
And you're not worried about messing up?
No,
Why
I
is
got
that?
this. I got this. I'm doing it in South 6.
Okay, let's hear it.
CYXWVUTSRQPOMNLKJISGFBDCBA.
Can you do your cheers backwards too?
No, that's too much.
You'll have to work on that. There she was. Pretty impressive, huh?
Whoa, up in the air.
Not more impressive than that. I'm more impressed with the spelling. I was a spelling bee champ back in my day.
All right, now on to Norfolk.
On paper, one of the best matchups of the night. Norview off to its best start in 7 years, hosting Lake Taylor.
The Titans, the reigning Division 5 state champion. That's Mitch Carter with a short touchdown run. And Lake Taylor is a tough team to beat. Lake Taylor with an outstanding running game breaks a long one right down the middle of the defense, and that would set up yet another Lake Taylor touchdown. But you can't set aside that Lake Taylor defense. They will step up, and they will pitch the shutout tonight. The Titans put up 41 points on the previously undefeated Pilots, but 41-0, the defense comes through with the shutout tonight. Now in Portsmouth, Norcom, without its leading rusher, Charles Wiggs, taking on the Maury Commodores. Norcom and Maroon Clifton Barksdale barrels in for the scores. Norcom takes an early lead, then Maury airs it out. Jermaine Vaughn to Avante Ferguson, and spun around, but makes the catch. Maury, though, would fumble it away on the next play. Maury back on offense, but it's Devarius Brown with the interception for the Norcom Greyhounds. And look at this return. I'll tell you what, makes the pick, keeps on going. Norcom in business, right? Not so fast. Next play, Norcom goes to the air. It's Tyreek Sharp with the pick. Look at the defense tonight, giving the ball back to the Commodores. Then off of the reverse, it ends up in the hands of Russell Burcliffe, who runs right down into the end zone. Maury gets the road win over Norcom tonight, 27-18. Now in Norfolk, Churchland remains undefeated after beating the Granby Comets 28-14. And what a game between Grassfield and Kings Fork out in Chesapeake. Kings Fork in gold thanks to a throwing and rushing touchdown by quarterback Uriah Adams. Kings Fork takes a 14-point lead into the third quarter. Now, we always talk about special teams, and few plays were more special than this one right here. Grassfield's Isaiah Harper doesn't go down. He will avoid the entire Kings Fork special teams unit. You think this is going to make the plays of the week on Wavy.com? He goes in for a touchdown. Still, down 7 in the fourth quarter. Grassfield's smothers the punter. Harper ends up with the recovery and takes it in to tie the game at 28. Oh, we've got a thriller. Less than 5 minutes in the game. Quarterback Brett Smith is going to do it the old-fashioned way. Play action rollout. Beltran Skinner gets the touchdown. Grassfield scores 21 unanswered points for the comeback win. 35-28 over Kings Fork. Oh my. Hickory by field goal over Deep Creek, while Indian River gets the 4-point win over Lakeland, and Great Bridge gets another victory. The Wildcats 27-24 over Nansemond River.
Now to the Bay Rivers District, where the teams light up the scoreboard on a regular basis.
You know, we were expecting another shootout as Tabb traveled to Smithfield tonight in downtown Smithfield. It's the place to be when the Packers play football. Smithfield looks solid right out of the gate. I want you to watch the fullback, number 8, Donald King. He goes right up the middle, putting the Packers on the board first. You know, the home crowd loved that. But that Tabb defense would come up big, forcing the Smithfield fumble. Antoine Hicks picks it up. The junior takes off. He finishes with the touchdown. A great defensive play by number 5, Antoine Hicks, and the Tabb offense would take it from there. Tabb quarterback Nicholas Hunter drops back and tosses the ball to, wait a minute, that's Smithfield's James Green. That's a big defensive play for the Packers. Could Smithfield come away with the win? Their cheerleaders trying to get the crowd going, but Tabb had other plans. Number 33, Brent Henson, goes up the middle, breaking tackles, rumbling into the end zone as Tabb puts up 46 points on the scoreboard and leaves Smithfield with a 46-21 victory.
How about that? Still to come, it's back to the beach, including a stop at Bayside High School, where Marlin Nation is buzzing over Bayside grad E.J. Manuel. Sound familiar? Well, he's a starting quarterback in the NFL, and a pretty good one, too.
We're the Princess Anne cheerleaders. Don't go away. Bruce and Ann will be right back with more Friday Night Lights.
The Marching Cavaliers of Princess Anne High School, under the direction of John Boyd, the Friday Night Flights Band of the Week.
You can watch this entire performance on Wavy.com. You can also see slideshows, the top 10 plays of the week, past editions of Friday Night Flights, all that and more on Wavy.com. Now let's head back to the beach to Princess Anne, where the Cavaliers looking for their first win of the year against unbeaten Cox. But what a year Cox quarterback Tommy McKee is having. Cox in white. McKee hits Bradley Jones there with the swing pass. Jones the nice run. Cox starts offense rolling all over again. Now it's time for the defense. Pretty stingy. The Falcons force the fumble and keep on rolling. Then McKee again, this time hitting tight end Crit Johnson. He takes it in for the score. Cox rolls on to its third win of the season. The Falcons remain unbeaten, 31-6.
Next, we head to First Colonial, where the Patriots head coach Sam Scarborough watching his team take control in the second half. In the third quarter, game tied at 7. Lansdowne and White, the running back Ronnie Byram gives the handoff, but he would fumble, and First Colonial would recover. This would lead to the Patriots running back, Rayshawn Steverson, taking the handoff, going 8 yards for the score. And First Colonial goes up 14-7, but they were not finished. Quarterback Joey Brown to Jarvis Johnson on the end around and beats the defense around the corner to take it in for the score. As First Colonial goes on to a 28-7 victory. Let's stay at the beach. Unbeaten Salem at home against Kempsville. You know, Salem wearing black, they've got a pretty good defense. Kempsville driving, quarterback Ruben Martinez, picked off by Jaquan Davis near the goal line. Nice return, and the Sun Devils come up with a big defensive play. Now, defense was the story of this game for Salem, as they remain unbeaten with a 20-0 shutout over Kempsville.
We also made a stop at Bayside High School in Virginia Beach. The Marlins taking on the Lions of Tallwood High School. Game was slow going at first, but the cheerleaders quick to grab those wavy footballs, hand them out to the crowd all at once. Bayside is the home of Buffalo Bills rookie quarterback E.J. Manuel, who you might remember threw the game-winning touchdown against the Panthers Sunday night. Athletic Director Lisa Corprew was watching at home with all her Bayside pride. We caught up with her tonight.
I get overcome with joy just thinking about someone from Bayside. He goes in the first round and he had his big first win. I just, words can't express how excited we are. I have a picture of the hug and everything and a little teardrop. Absolutely exciting.
She's referencing when EJ gave his father that big hug on national TV after the game. Great kid, too. Dad actually worked the cameras at the Bayside games while EJ played. By the way, they fell in overtime 18-15 to Tallwood.
That was an exciting game. Off to Suffolk now, where Bishop Sullivan visits Nansemond Suffolk, where the Saints controlled the first half of the Crusaders. We'll take a little something into the locker room as Blake LaRussa comes up with a nice touchdown pass to Liam Korka right before halftime to make this a close one. Second half, the Saints defense comes up with a big play. Tanner Hulsman with the interception. Quarterback Blake LaRussa then would take over, and again, another great pass and a touchdown to Gary Felton to help them take the lead. A high-scoring game, but Bishop Sullivan would return to Virginia Beach with a 12-point win, 42-30 over Nansemond Suffolk Academy. The York Falcons beat War Hill 30-12, while Poquoson got past Bruton by 12.
Jamestown with a big win over New Kent. Franklin pitches the shutout over Charles City.
Gloucester wins its first game in a couple of years. The Dukes over Warwick by 11, while Heritage shuts out Minchville.
And Windsor shuts out Northampton. It was Northumberland over Matthews. We'll be right back.
The fabulous marching Cavaliers from Princess Anne High School, the Friday Night Flights Band of the Week. A couple of more scores. Isle of Wight beats Brunswick. Atlantic Shores wins as well. So another Friday Night Flights is in the books with several teams at Hampton Road still unbeaten. And McNamara, did you have fun tonight?
Of course I did. It's always fun with you, Bruce.
And it's always fun going out and seeing the excitement and all of the spirit of high school football.
It sure is. And remember, you can relive it on wavy.com. Click on our Friday Night Flights webpage. You can see all the highlights there.